Alright, you're good.
I called the game The Final Stand, and the whole point was like a zombie survival game. And when I was brainstorming, I was trying to think of other games that I had played before and liked a lot. So I was thinking of other survival zombie games like this, and I wanted it to be competitive, so there's like health, and I was gonna put a scoreboard on, but I never had time, and I wanted it to be competitive, so there's health, and you can figure out how many zombies there was before you died. And it's a really small survival game, and so I don't want people to play it more than once, which is why I put, well, I wanted to put the scoreboard on again, but I didn't. But there's health to challenge the people playing to see if they can kill the zombies before they die. And I used a sword rather than a gun because the gun was really hard to program in. And to move some of the methods, which is like the commands that you give the computer to execute whatever you want to do, one of the biggest ones was the arrow keys. To move this one is to move the arrow keys around to move the actual character. And then the other more difficult one was being able to press space to figure out the right motion for the sword. And the reason that one was so much harder is because you have to fine tune it so when it goes forward, you also go the exact same distance backward, and it doesn't get all messed up and move his whole arm. And the process, so it was pretty much just brainstorming and trying to think of what I wanted to do, and storyboarding helped a lot so I could visualize it, and starting the basic methods helped a lot too, because it gave me a better idea of what I could and couldn't do with just Alice. And adding characters was kind of the fun part because you got to see what you wanted to have in your game. And I wanted to put the score system in again just to have it be more competitive. And the finishing touches was like I added fog to make it seem a little more creepier, and there's a couple like tombstones on the side. And some of the methods was the swinging the sword, which I kind of already explained, and the reason it was necessary is because if I didn't tell it to go back where it started, it would just, every time I pressed the button, it would go lower and lower and eventually just go off screen. And making a move with the arrows, otherwise you obviously wouldn't be able to move around in the game. And if I had more time, yeah, I would have added. Well, I ended up choosing the death scene over the winning scene. So I actually have a death scene, but I don't have a screen that pops up when you win and kill all the zombies.
Is it storytelling or regular?
Right, regular.
You want to come demonstrate it?
So there's a little animation in the beginning of the character running out of his house. And then as soon as I press forward, all the zombies start walking towards me. And when I press space, they drop down. And then just to show off the death screen, I'll get rid of all the health on my character. So when that reaches 0, that comes up.
That's cool.
That's pretty
Alright,
much
good
it.
job.